Hello everyone, in this video we're going to cover chapter 1, which is about sentence building, and in this part we will focus on adjectives. We have three kinds of noun modifiers or adjectives in English. The first one is a single word noun modifier, and when they are used before the noun they modify, they are called attributive adjectives. Let's call them one-word adjectives. So attributive adjectives or one-word adjectives go before the noun, like the tall man. I cannot say the man tall. Tall is one word and it's an adjective, so it goes before the noun. The tall man is our new teacher. Again, new is a one-word adjective, is an attributive adjective, and it goes before the noun. I've read an interesting book. Interesting is an adjective, and it is a one-word adjective, so it goes before the noun. When they are used after the verb to be and other predicative verbs such as become, grow, turn, go, get, feel, look, seem, and sound, they are predicative adjectives, like he's awake. So with linking verbs, we had linking verbs last time. With linking verbs, we use adjectives, but we use them after the linking verb. This house looks interesting. I cannot say this house interesting looks. That's wrong. This house looks interesting. He became ill. Became is a linking verb. Ill is an adjective. His face went red. The other types of adjectives that we have in our book are descriptive adjectives, possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, quantity adjectives, nouns as adjectives, and articles. We covered articles before, so in this video I'm not going to talk about the articles. And let's read the sentences at the top. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or pronoun. So we already know that an adjective modifies a noun. An adjective describes a noun. An adjective talks about a noun or a pronoun. And there are different types of adjectives, and they all give information about a person, a place, or a thing. When an adjective and a noun are together, the adjective comes first. So let's read the examples. What are descriptive adjectives? Descriptive adjectives talk about the nouns like white, happy, good, big, hot, different, or difficult, pretty. I like white cars, or Andy wants to buy an expensive car. Possessive adjectives, my, your, his, her, its, our, their. They come before the noun again. They show possession. My brother. My brother is living in Istanbul. Demonstrative adjectives like this, that, these, those, they come before the noun again. This student, that book, those cars, these books. Quantity adjectives, a little, 5, 10, many, a lot of, much. They come before the noun again. Many people live in big cities. Nouns and as adjectives, all nouns, like I'd like to have a tomato salad. Tomato is a noun, and here we have another noun after that. So nouns can be used as adjectives as well. And articles, we talked about the articles before. Here I have more examples like happy boy, fat man, slimy bug, he is sad. Here we have a linking verb. That meal was amazing. Again, you have a linking verb. And adjective tells what kind, how many, how much, or which one. Many adjectives can be identified by their suffixes or endings. When you look at the end of a word, you can tell whether it's an adjective or not. These suffixes are mainly used with adjectives. FUL, like beautiful, doubtful, or ISH, childish, ABLE, capable, or Y, like happy, less, like careless, OUS, like dangerous, joyous, some, like wholesome, or IC, here I have stoic, or IANT, like patient, or IENT again. So these are all suffixes that you can use with adjectives. Let's do a substitute drill together. For this exercise, we are going to change in black, and we are going to change complained about it. Please pause the video and make your sentences with these phrases. When you're ready, check your answers with me. The frame says, who has complained about the program? The answer is the girl in black has complained about the program. Why do we have it after the noun? Our noun is the girl, right? Because we have 1, 2 words as a description. So as you have more than one word, it comes after the noun. Now, pause the video, do the exercise. I just assume that you're ready, so let's begin. The girl in black has complained about it in our class. The girl in our class has complained about it. In that corner. The girl in that corner has complained about it. In the first row. The girl in the first row has complained about it. Argued about it. The girl in the first row has argued about it. Hurt him. The girl in the first row has hurt him. Upset me. The girl in the first row has upset me. In the blue uniform. The girl in the blue uniform has upset me. With long hair. The girl with long hair has upset me. Okay, thank you so much. Let's continue. Now, in this part, we have possession. When we talk about possession, the WH question word is whose. Whose umbrella is it? Whose book? Whose house? Whose suitcase? After whose, we have a noun. And when you have the name of the person, we need apostrophe S. I cannot say it is Mary umbrella. It is Mary's umbrella. So you need apostrophe S to show possession. Whose book is it? Here you have Pete. So Pete's book, right? It is Pete's book. You need apostrophe S because you have the name of that boy. Whose suitcase is it? Charles. So his name is Charles. It is Charles's suitcase. So apostrophe S again, because you have the name. Whose house is it? You have the Parkers. Here you have the and last name plus S. When you have something like this, you are talking about a family. Mr. Parker and Mr. Parker, Mrs. and Mrs. Parker together. It is the Parker's house. It is Mr. and Mrs. Parker's house. Now let's do a substitute drill. Whose address is it? It is Pete's address. Change the word address. In this exercise, I just want to show that after whose we use a noun. And pay attention to the nouns. If they are singular, we say is it. If the noun is plural, like umbrellas, so you have to change this to plural format, right? So you should say are they. The plural form of it changes to they. Pause the video, do it. When you're ready, check your answers with me. Okay. Whose address is it? First one, ruler. Whose ruler is it? Eraser. I think I should type the answer. I forgot to add the answer to here. Whose ruler is it? Eraser. Whose eraser is it? Umbrellas. Whose umbrellas are they? Why they? Because you have umbrellas, plural noun. Notebooks. Whose notebooks are they? Pens. Whose pens are they? Map. Whose map is it? House. Whose house is it? Photo. Whose photo is it? Pencils. Whose pencils are they? Okay. So here are the answers. Let's continue. In this exercise, again, we have a substitute drill, and you're going to change Sally, and you're going to change house. Whose house is it? It's Sally's house. Again, pause the video, make your sentences. When you're ready, check your answers with me. It is Sally's house. Pete's. It is Pete's house. John's. It is John's house. Mary and Fred's. Pay attention to this one. Whenever you have more than one name, only the last name gets apostrophe S. I cannot use apostrophe S here and here. No, only the last one gets the apostrophe S when you want to show possession. So Mary and Fred's. It is Mary and Fred's house. Tom's. It is Tom's house. Cassette. It is Tom's cassette. Umbrella. It is Tom's umbrella. George's. It is George's umbrella. Eraser. It is George's eraser. Okay, next exercise. In this exercise, you have a sentence and then you have a word in parentheses. You're going to use apostrophe S and combine these two together. For example, this is a laptop, John's. This is John's laptop. That is a ruler, Mary's. That is Mary's ruler. Pause the video, make your sentences. When you're ready, check with me. I assume that you're ready. First one, this is a map. This is Tom's map. These are erasers. These are Pete's erasers. Those are cassettes. Those are Charles's cassettes. This is a house. This is the Connor's house. That is an umbrella. That is Mike's umbrella. One more time, I repeat, whenever you have the before the last name and you have S after the last name, you are talking about a family, the family of Connors, Mr. Connor and Mrs. Connor. So the Connors, Mr. and Mrs. Connor. So when you want to show possession in this case, we don't use apostrophe S like this. This is wrong. We say the Connors. So we use S apostrophe. The apostrophe comes after S. So look at this one. This is the Connors house. You have apostrophe after S. Now these are possessive adjectives. David's ruler, his ruler. Sally's eraser, her eraser. Jack and Sue's house, their house. I, my. You, your. He, his. She, her. It, its. Without apostrophe. We, our, you, your, they, their. Complete these sentences with the correct possessive adjective, then check your answers with me. Okay, let's check. He's Ricky and that's his jacket. They are Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs and this is their car. She is Mrs. Bay and that is her umbrella. Again, we have a substitute drill. Let's do this. Whose ruler is this? It is his ruler. Change his and ruler. Pause the video, make your sentences. When you're ready, check with me. So it is his ruler, her. It is her ruler, my. It is my ruler. Eraser. It is my eraser. Your. It is your eraser. Umbrella. It is your umbrella. Address. It is your address. Their. It is their address. Phone number. It is their phone number. In this exercise, you're going to answer the questions using the words in parentheses. Look at the question. Whose eraser is this? My. It is my eraser. Just pay attention to this box. Whenever in the question you have these words, these and those, in the answer you should say they. When you have this or that in the question, in the answer you should say it. Okay, as simple as that. Pause the video and make your sentences. When you're ready, check your answers with me. Okay, I assume that you're ready. Whose map is that? It is her map. Whose present is this? It is your present. Whose oranges are those? They are their oranges. Whose house is that? It is our house. Whose notebook is this? It is his notebook. Now make sentences using possessive adjectives. Example, she is Jane. Her name is Jane. They are Sally and Mary. Their names are Sally and Mary. I want you to use my name, his name, their name, okay? Pause the video, do this part. When you're ready, check with me. All right, I start giving you the answers. He's Peter. His name is Peter. I am Paul. My name is Paul. You're Fred. Your name is Fred. We are John and Tom. Our names are John and Tom. She is Amy. Her name is Amy. Now, in the next part, we have quantifiers. Quantifiers modify nouns, so that's why we have them here in the adjective part. We can use the quantifiers some, enough, a lot of, and any with both countable and non-countable nouns. And we use any in negative sentences and in questions. So we have some eggs and some honey. Eggs countable, honey uncountable. Are there enough pots and enough oil? Again, pots countable, oil non-countable. And there were a lot of good times, countable. There was a lot of danger too, uncountable. We didn't see any sharks, countable, negative sentence. Is there any tea left? Uncountable question. You can use a few, several, and many with plural count nouns in affirmative sentences. Example, a few team members got sick. They experienced several large storms. Many people worried about them. And you can use a little, a great deal of, and much with non-count nouns in affirmative sentences. What is an affirmative sentence? Positive sentence. They had a little trouble with the sale. They threw away a great deal of food. Much planning went into this. Now, pay attention to this part. In affirmative sentences, many is more formal than a lot of, and much is very formal. So if I want to summarize it, I should write it this way. A lot of is, no, is it less formal than many, and many is less formal than much. So you can summarize it this way. Example, many people agreed. It is more formal than a lot of people agreed. So you can use this one in writing and this one in speaking. Very formal. We saw much pollution. We saw a lot of pollution, less formal. Don't confuse a little and a few with few and little. Few and little usually mean not enough. If I want to summarize it, I can say use a little and little with non-count nouns, and a little has a positive meaning, little has a negative meaning. If I say, I have a little time, means not much, but enough. But if I say I have little time, means actually no time. A few is used, a few and few are used with count nouns and countable nouns, and a few has a positive meaning and few has a negative meaning. For example, if I say I have a few books, it means not many, but enough. Means I'm happy with the number of books that I have. But if I say I have few books, means actually I have no books, not enough. So few and little have negative meanings. Look at these examples. They received a little news during their voyage. Means not a lot, but enough. They received little news during their voyage. Probably not enough news. We use many with count nouns and much with non-count nouns in questions and negative sentences. And in questions and negative sentences, many and much are appropriate for both formal and informal English. Example, how many ships did they see? They didn't see many. How much water did they carry? They didn't carry much. Okay, let's continue. In this exercise, we're going to focus on the usage of some. As I said, we use some in positive statements, affirmative statements, and we're going to focus on the verb have. We say, I have, you have, we have, they have, he has, she has, it has. So I have some juice. You're going to substitute I and juice with these words. Pause the video, do the exercise. When you're ready, check with me. Okay, medicine. I have some medicine. Soap. I have some soap. He has some soap. Milk. He has some milk. Money. He has some money. They have some money. Shampoo. They have some shampoo. We have some shampoo. In this exercise, we're going to practice using the negative format with any. We say, I don't have, you don't have, we don't have, they don't have, he doesn't have, she doesn't have, it doesn't have. So pause the video, do this drill by yourself, then check with me. Let's begin. I don't have any paper. He doesn't have any paper. Toothpaste. He doesn't have any toothpaste. Sunscreen. He doesn't have any sunscreen. We don't have any sunscreen. Soap. We don't have any soap. She doesn't have any soap. Glue. She doesn't have any glue. Medicine. She doesn't have any medicine. In this exercise, we're going to change the sentences into negative. Pause the video. Do the exercises by yourself. When you're ready, check with me. Okay, he has some money. Negative, he doesn't have any money. She has some sunscreen. She doesn't have any sunscreen. I have some shampoo. I don't have any shampoo. They have some medicine. They don't have any medicine. I have some money with me. I don't have any money with me. Terry needs some sunscreen. Terry doesn't have any sunscreen or doesn't need any sunscreen. Sorry for that. Change have and say need. Terry doesn't need any sunscreen. Beth and I want some coffee. Beth and I don't want any coffee. The cat has some milk. The cat doesn't have any milk. Jack wants some soup. Jack doesn't want any soup. Okay, next exercise. We're going to use how many with plural count nouns. So in this exercise, you're just going to focus on the usage of WH question, how many. So how many eggs are there on the plate? Pause the video, make your questions. When you're ready, check with me. All right. Peaches. How many peaches are there on the plate? Cookies. How many cookies are there on the plate? In the box. How many cookies are there in the box? Oranges. How many oranges are there in the box? Peanuts. How many peanuts are there in the box? In the packet. How many peanuts are there in the packet? Cucumbers. How many cucumbers are there in the packet? In the basket. How many cucumbers are there in the basket? In this exercise, we use how much with uncountable nouns. How much shampoo is there? Pay attention to the verb. With uncountable nouns, the verb is singular. How much shampoo is there in the cabinet? Toothpaste. How much toothpaste is there in the cabinet? Soap. How much soap is there in the cabinet? On the table. How much soap is there on the table? Sunscreen. How much sunscreen is there on the table? Medicine. How much medicine is there on the table? In your basket. How much medicine is there in your basket? Makeup. How much makeup is there in your basket? Bread. How much bread is there in your basket? In the last exercise that we have, we're going to combine plural count nouns and uncountable nouns. So with plural count nouns, use how many, and with uncountable nouns, use how much. Pause the video, make your questions, then check with me. All right, how much bread do you want? Sandwiches. So it's a plural countable noun. I should say, how many sandwiches do you want? Meat. It is an uncountable noun, so how much meat do you want? Carrots. It ends in S. This is one way to recognize countable, plural countable nouns. So how many carrots do you want? Milk. There is no S, right? And it is uncountable. So how much milk do you want? Peaches. How many peaches do you want? Soy sauce. How much soy sauce do you want? Lemons. How many lemons do you want? Water. How much water do you want? Eggs. How many eggs do you want? Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.